Infinity Slayer.
Sup guys, it's Galaxy here, and I am bringing you today a Halo 4 gameplay commentary. Actually, my first ever Halo 4 gameplay commentary. All these months after the game was released, and all these months after I promised to be doing some commentaries. So, anyway, not really going to dwell on my opinions on Halo 4, obviously, because that ship has long since sailed, but long story short was that Halo 4 was probably my most anticipated game release of all time. I'm a huge Halo person, and yeah, so I was really looking forward to this. The game exceeded my expectations. I didn't expect it to be nearly as good as it was. I expected it to be kind of okay, just because, you know, I didn't think they could match up to Bungie, but Halo 4 is definitely competitive with Halo 3 for my favorite Halo game of all time. Anyway, so today's gameplay commentary is Infinity Slayer on Abandon. I do okay. The final score is 18 kills and I believe 4 deaths, which is, by the standards of something like, say, Call of Duty, not all that impressive, but I think it's a pretty solid score by Halo standards, just because it takes much longer to kill people, much more skill required, and deaths are sort of expected just due to the nature of how the game plays. Now, right now, I am using the battle rifle and bolt shot combo. The battle rifle is really my favorite gun in this game. The DMR, from an objective standpoint, is better, but my aim has always been subpar, to put it fairly lightly. I've never really had good aim in any game that I ever play, so the ability for the DMR to sweep to correct my shots is absolutely huge. Not to mention, just I tend to play objective game modes more than Slayer. I've never been a fan of team deathmatch in really any game except for Crysis 3, which just came out as the time of recording, really. Or Gears, I guess. Anyway, the point is, in most games, I always play objective game modes, and that includes Halo. Here I'm playing Slayer, but that's just because this game happened to have a fairly decent score or whatever, and it's what I ended up saving in theater for some reason or another, and that's what you got and what I have to work with. Anyway, so Slayer. I've never really been a fan of team deathmatch, just because I always like to have an objective to play for, to cap flags. Even if I go 1 in 20, if I cap the most flags in my team, get first, I'm more than happy. It's always about the big W. It's all about the win rather than the KD, at least in my opinion. I'll always go for flags unless my team is doing really well. Then I'll kind of just, you know, take the ride along, milk the game a little bit, get a lot of kills. No point in trying to win the game too fast if you're able to just get a ton of kills. At least that's what I think. Anyway, so Infinity Slayer, never really played that much, and so what this has to do with the BR, which, yeah, after that little tangent, we are still talking about the battle rifle, is because when I play objective game modes, you tend to stick closer to your team, especially because I always play, you normally play with one other person, maybe two, so I always have competent teammates, and we always tend to roll as a pack, especially when there's a flag to be capped. And with the battle rifle, it does have an advantage over the DMR in team fire situations. You're more likely to get a 4-shot kill with the battle rifle than you are with the DMR, just because of the way it shoots, which, although it doesn't happen enough of the time to really be an advantage in, say, a Slayer game mode, where it's more often than not 1v1 in objective game modes, for me personally and my playstyle, I noticed the difference enough to use the battle rifle more, and I don't know, I kind of just like the way it feels more, I guess. They did a fairly poor job with weapon balancing in this game, to be completely honest, at least with the primaries. They all have their own roles, but why you would take a light rifle or an assault rifle over a DMR or a battle rifle is kinda non-existent. If not saying that they're useless, the new assault rifle, the storm rifle, even the suppressor, really good up close, but you kind of lack that all-around capability that you get with these precision weapons. So you know, kind of not a whole lot of reason to use them. But it's nice to have the variety. I enjoy that. You'll see from most of this game, I was using the saw that I picked up. The saw, oh my god, this thing is an absolute monster. I mean, this thing is crazy. I mean, you kill so friggin' fast. I mean, you chug through ammo really quickly, but I mean, Jesus Christ, I mean, you've seen me. I mean, this thing is, I'm not going to say overpowered because it's a power weapon, but it certainly is a power weapon, that's for sure. It's definitely it's no Halo 3 Needler. This is a bona fide power weapon, that's for sure. I mean, just look at this. I popped that guy's shields, like, instantly, and right here I died because I'm a complete total idiot. I was trying to mess around with their spawn, even though I could have backed off because it's Halo, so I have shields and all that. But what you gonna do? Hindsight's 20/20, all that good stuff. That guy's the overshield, so you'll see I always turn tail and just run in the opposite direction, jump and sprint. That's one thing that I like in my games, my first-person shooters. I like it when I'm able to run away or choose my fights. In Team Fortress 2, I play the Scout, if that means anything to you. Just because I like the ability to run away if a fight is not to my liking. In something like Call of Duty, you die in 2 bullets. If you turn the corner and there are 2 guys, you're not going to have a chance to turn back around the corner. Chances are you'll be dead. In something like Halo, Gears of War, you're more apt to survive, and that's what I really dig about, you know, games like Halo, Gears, Team Fortress, Monday Night Combat, things with bigger health. I traditionally like more than these low health games like Call of Duty, although I do play my fair share of COD. And oh wow, looks like this game is wrapping up. I still have plenty of stuff to talk about, but that's all the time we have. So, I hope you all enjoyed this gameplay, and expect more from me in the future. Galaxy out.